It's 103.5 to Beat Miami's new number one for hip hop, R&B, and the Breakfast Club. Attorney Big Al from 1-800-HURT-123 is in the building, and we freestyling today, Big Al.
Yes, we are, my boy. What's going on? So much happening this week.
I know we have no game plan here. We are just going in. But with the big game coming, any predictions at all?
Who's going to win? Kansas City, we just looked it up, -1. I love both teams. I hope it's going to be a good game. I don't want to see a defensive game. I want to see the ball being aired out. I'd like to see 60 points, but I'm going to go with San Francisco.
Really? Me too.
Yeah.
I think their defense is serious. I think they might give Pat Mahone a little trouble, and then they haven't been coming out the gate right away. You know what I mean? They've been letting teams get up on them.
But you know what? The Kansas City story is great. You know, with Andy Reid. 50 years since
Both
Kansas City's
are great,
been,
really,
so it's I like that these two teams are in it. It's gonna be great. Should be a good game.
That is truly amazing, man. So I'm excited about it, as I'm sure everybody is, and the fact that it's going to be in South Florida. So now listen, this is something I've been talking about on the radio. The fact that the Super Bowl is going to be here, this is going to be chaos.
It's going to be anarchy, and it's not just Super Bowl. It's the whole week leading up to it.
Yes.
The days after it, road closures. It's just stay calm, everyone.
So do you remember, can you recall, Super Bowls in the past being this active? I can't.
No, this is not. No. It's Miami, so Miami's always big. But this is our first time having the Super Bowl since we renovated the stadium.
Right.
And so there's a lot of hype about that. They're also saying it's going to be the most expensive ticket-wise ever in history, where the average ticket price is approaching $10,000. Average.
Wow.
So the cheapest ticket apparently is going to be, which they call the enter the stadium tickets, which is like the top nosebleeds,
like
are going for over $5,000.
Yep.
So.
Well, as season ticket holders, they gave us that option. I was like, no, thank you. I'll pass.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So, I mean, with all of that coming to South Florida, all these artists and people and,
But nothing changes. I'm here.
Right.
I'm here.
Isn't that but do you think when things happen in Miami so big?
I think not necessarily so much in the personal injury context. Yeah, there might be more car accidents, more cars on the road, but I just think it's just a hectic time. People are rushing to parties and to concerts and to events, and people may not be watching what they're doing, and so I would just say be a little extra more careful. Take it easy out there. Be calm, be cool, have fun, enjoy. Let's make this a good celebration.
Right.
We want people coming to Miami and saying, "Hey, this is the best Super Bowl we've ever had." So I think it's great for the city to host it, and should be a good time.
So what in the event, when you have so many people from out of town coming into town and they're dealing with rental cars and they're dealing with, all different type of dynamics, you know what I mean? Does that play a role in—
It does, because, for example, this is why I always say uninsured motorist coverage is so important. So yes, there will be an influx of rental vehicles. And when you rent a vehicle from any of the major companies and you happen to get into a car accident, you didn't elect to take their own insurance, or sorry, you didn't take their insurance or whatever the case is, and then you cause the accident, you as the victim, if you don't have uninsured motorist coverage, the most you can recover from any rental insurance company is $10,000.
Wow.
That's it. So if you break a bone, if you have a serious back injury, and the person who rented the vehicle has out-of-state insurance that doesn't apply or isn't very good, the most that the car rental company will compensate you is $10,000. So to me, it's so important that you have uninsured motorist coverage.
You've always said that.
Yeah. And honestly, I would say right now, and this is not a plug, but I would use ride sharing during this next few weeks more than ever. You have the best coverage in there.
Right.
So if you don't have uninsured motorist coverage, go out, get into an Uber, get into a Lyft, or whatever other app that there is out there, because automatically with them, you do have that coverage.
$1 million.
Yeah.
All right. Attorney Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. Keep it rolling.
It's your ticket. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly.
New year, new you. Get a fresh start and drive into the new year at Miami Lakes Auto Mall.
It's cold.
All right, Attorney Big Al from 1-800-HURT-123 is in the building. What's good, my brother?
Not much. I was just thinking as we were waiting here, something just popped in my head because we were talking about how cold it was.
Yeah.
So one thing everyone should make sure they do, and this is you and everyone else in here, is that check your tire pressures.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right? Because a lot of you, if you have new modern cars, you'll notice that your check air pressure light came down because, as we know, as the temperatures cool down, the air pressure in your tires go down. So you got to make sure that you have enough air in your tires, because if you don't have enough air, you have a tire blowout. Tire blowout causes car accidents. So
Yeah,
better
big
for yourself
facts.
and safe for everybody else.
And if that happens, you're going to have to call 1-800-HURT-123.
That's right. That's the number.
Attorney Big Al is here to answer your questions, so hit him up. You go ahead.